Hello.
Yeah,
What's up, man? How are you?
doing all right. How about you?
I could be better. I didn't make Champs Queue by like 3 autos on a Nexus, so it's a bit unfortunate, but you
Your
know,
autos or someone else's?
as real.
Who cares?
Yeah, I've been unlucky, but yeah, it's fine. It's chill,
Oh,
it's chill.
shit. And then watching that game, I was like, so many of the ults, I'm like, oh, this ult sucks. But then I'm like, oh, his team's winning.
Yeah, I mean, I've like, I only really played like full clear junglers before, and then like started to get more into utility based just because like I don't know, I guess like competitive, like more people
Which
want you to
type
play
of
for them
full
harder.
clear though?
I used to be a Malice fanboy, so like Evelyn, Karthus. Then I also was like a Kane one trick for a bit there, and like I played a lot of Udyr last season and preseason for like old Udyr as well.
Yeah.
And
Do you think
yeah,
Vi is kind of similar to Kayn in playstyle?
I think maybe like I don't know. I
Or in
would say
her
not
jungle
really.
playstyle, the jungle
I think
pattern?
I don't know because Vi you can like skip like quite a few camps and just be happy with it and just one shot objectives, whereas Kane like I don't think their playstyles like very alike. Maybe in fights like with disruption on red form, but other than that, they kind of have like I would say polar opposites of what they want to do. Because Kane just never wants to hit objectives, and Vi just wants to confirm all objectives.
Yeah,
At least
not the objective part. I'm thinking of more how she moves around
like how
camps
she
and
like
then
clears.
how she punishes ganks rather than like hard forcing them.
Uh, I don't know. I would say Kane is probably more like a Rek'Sai or something because those are champs that have like more unique gank pathings, right? It's like I don't know. I mean obviously Vi can't go through walls, but I don't know. Oh shit, my
That's
answer
till
too.
like yeah, that's like later she gets CDR
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you can start doing stuff like that.
Yeah, you can actually play with like your terrain scaling.
Yeah, dude, have you played much of Vi?
I mean, Crucial got me to start playing her. I was playing her like dabbling before, but then I started playing her with like Black Cleaver CDR boots, and like holy fuck, it's a whole different champion.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, I think I've played like I don't know, maybe like 10 games with solo queue for her with her, but the doctor has prescribed me with 40 Vi games within the next 2 days, so that's what I'll be doing hopefully. But
Okay.
I have like a Sedge VOD that I want to go over, and then also Vi VOD from like my matches yesterday.
Okay. You want to
Like
screen share it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or here, it's on my my just in my Twitch VOD, so I can just send it to you, and you can like control it if you would like to do that instead.
I want you to do it.
Sure, sure. Okay, let me get this game. Okay, screen share. Hopefully, it doesn't
There was one
explode.
game, I forget who was playing. Oh, it was 100 Thieves versus who was it? Cloud9, I think.
Hmm.
It was like they locked in Viego last and they could have locked in a Sejuani. It was so stupid. Sejuani
Was
is
that
like one of those weird tools that comes out like with how fuck. Wait, how many years have you been playing League?
Well, I started playing ranked in like season 11 preseason.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh
but
my god, you have no history.
yeah, I've played like normals in like since like season 5, just with like friends, kind of. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
here's this fight game.
The state of the game right now is very, very akin to like season 3, season 4,
Mhm.
season 5 sort of things where champions like Sejuani can even get away with being played in the jungle. So, and then if they're gonna pick stuff like Wukong and stuff, it's like congrats, you can have a Sejuani.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I
Nah, I think that Wukong champ is so fake. There's so many champs that just do what he does, but better.
yeah, Wukong kinda I agree. Yeah, I don't like him.
Okay, here I'll show you the draft first and what I kind of like. I'm like thinking about this game. And I feel like
This is
I don't
Vi.
know. Yeah, yeah. This is my game. In my matches yesterday, we were so like how it goes pretty much for amateur, like with like brackets, like 32 teams get in to the qualifiers because it's like LCS, then like Challengers League, which was what like Academy was, right? And then
Do
under
I
that
care
is
about any of this? I think it's just win
eh,
every match, or does it
yeah, I mean
matter?
pretty much. Yeah, yeah, right. Okay, so it's like these are just like we're 1 and 2 here. We need to win 3 games for Champs Queue. It's pretty much the entire thing. So that's like
I
what
think it's
these
just
roles.
every time you load in, it's like, how the fuck do I win given the
Yeah.
skill-based matchmaking? Like, it doesn't really change much, does it? Or does it?
I mean, no, not really, not too much. But okay, so I think my biggest issues on champs like Because I think like Vi and Sedge are probably like my two most played in like scrims and like competitive in the past like month ish, and maybe like Poppy and stuff. But um, I think my biggest issues on Vi at least is like if I have a comp that doesn't want to just full dive in, I will literally just run it down with my ults, just off of like muscle memory and just being like, I don't know
I
if
could
it's
see
not.
that, like watching that last game
Yeah,
you
yeah.
played.
I don't know if it's just me not having enough games on the champ because I've probably played like over under 20 games of Fi ever, but it could also just be I have like a misunderstanding of team fights and like playing on carries. And I think this game's like a perfect
It doesn't
example
even
of
sound like a mistake. It just
me
sounds like
playing.
inexperience.
Okay, okay.
So
Sure. So
how do
okay.
you fix inexperience?
I mean, just play more and just actually go into games with intent to actually like focus on doing that certain thing. Just
Right.
like holding my ult and just like waiting.
So it's nothing to worry about, is it?
Okay, okay. So with this draft, um, Kasanta into Camille will like get pushed early, but Camille will just outscale on side. Lee Sin gets absolutely fisted. I should be able to get like every early Drake.
I
And
can't believe anyone would pick Lee Sin.
yeah, I know. I mean, this guy he was just like a Wukong one trick, and he banned it, and he locked in Lee Sin blind. Like, yeah, man.
Right.
And then Victor against Sarah. I mean, the Seraphine should have pushed early, but then in Lost Chapter and like first augment, my Victor can get pushed and have moves. And then the bot lane, my bot lane should just fight for prio and get prio early with like Mantra Q. So
Right.
what I want to do this game is I just want to like clear down to bots and cover. If there's no gank, then I just like do scuttle. Maybe you can. I don't have mid pro, so probably no double scuttle, and just reset, clear down again, and just play on Drake. And
Exactly.
we just want to play for early Drakes, and then I can play to bail out my bot and get them reset to top side and like swap them and play for Herald as well. That's like what I wanted to, like the intent I went into this game with.
I don't think that your bot lane would even want to swap to Rift Herald. If you guys start a Rift Herald fight, all your champions are stronger topside.
You think Victor's better than Sarah though, even with like our flash?
Yeah, like level 6, level 7, right?
Sure, sure.
Well, God, mid laners will be level 8 now by that time.
Well,
yeah, way stronger. Don't get hit by Seraphine ulti. Don't misplay the fight, but it's like, yeah, you guys have advantage, I think.
Yeah, so here, okay, let me just, how do I put it on faster? Okay, my bot lane dies level 1, right? It's like,
put this bad boy on 2x2 and lean back. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay, holy fuck, how do I, oh my god,
it's control
I don't know how to,
and then...
Is it like plus minus or?
Where the period key and comma key is, I think it's that.
Okay, let's see. Oh no, okay, it's not control, it's okay. So yeah, here, oh wait, no, this is my second clear, what am I saying? Oh yeah, there you go. First clear, our wave's like pretty bad, so I just want to play to cover for Lee, because I mean, this guy cannot do anything else on the map, he's just going to go bot here on this move.
Nice.
I'm playing to trade myself.
Easy.
To get the wave down.
See, I like this about Vi too. Just die, no problem. It's so chill.
Yeah.
It's so absolutely chill against the fucking.
Like these, yeah. No, Crusoe taught me like actually like dying and trading one more to like on champs like Silas. Like actually like trading 1 for 1 and dying, so you get death tempo. Plus you'll still have your Amtone like Dark Seal stuff like that. So overpowered to like be on the map faster.
Yeah, until they nerf the death timers.
Yeah.
Do you know the MTG colors?
No, I don't. That's something that was like he was saying for me.
Right, so one of them's red, which is like early aggression, runs out of fuel. So Lee Sin and Vi fall into that category. But spending yourself for like the cause is totally worth. You get a kill, Caitlyn gets a kill. And that's like how you can spend the red aspect, if that makes sense. Yeah.
So in this like map state now on this redeploy, I could choose to go to bot crab and blue buff, but if I do, then it delays my like me trying to play on Drake timer or on Drake spawn, and I mean, this crab looks pretty free. I don't think Lee Sin can just walk right into me, so I just want to play on
your
crab.
Victor's recalling,
and just
your top lane's pushed in.
True.
Right. But you do have smite, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
You have to ask like, what does Lee Sin want to do here? That will tell you if he'll contest scuttle. Yeah, I have like 15 to 25 seconds until my Krug timer that I want to be on, so
I can just like walk and hover if he's not there, I just get it. Otherwise, then I can just walk to
Okay, but what does Lee Sin want to do?
Lee Sin here, he has his Krugs up. They're both scuttles. I mean, he
He
either
just
can
died
look
bot.
dive on my top, or he can just walk topside and just take the scuttle. He still has smite.
I wish we could see top. I'm not seeing a dive top personally.
Let's see if I get it top. I guess not with Cassandra. Oh shit. Let's see if I can.
So if he wants to dive top, and you path towards golem, you cover 2 bases, right? You could do golems, or you can cover the dive. If that's what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Then I just shouldn't go for scuttle. I should just hover on top side.
Well, it's what you have to entertain like in the game. But if you're not looking for it, it's totally lost, you know? Like the option's lost, and that's where it gets tricky.
Open that because
so when would you need to see that?
probably when I die on bot, I should be insta panning to top and seeing how the wave state is, or at least looking at. Because I mean, I know I don't want to play back on bot side because my bot just wants to either like reset or get the wave in the reset, so I don't need to like look up bot for a bit. So I think right when I die, I should just insta F key to top, look at the wave state, F key to mid, and like look like what they want to do.
Right.
And think about like what enemy Lee Sin wants to do. I think that's something I don't really do. Thinking what enemy jungle wants to do here, I kind of just like mindlessly track what camp I think he wants to do and what he wants to like gang. But I'm not really putting more thought into it than that, I think.
Right, don't you think it'd be better to have that extra thought? Which it's not an extra thought in the game, it's like an extra thought in review like this.
Yeah.
Because like once you know it, but
yeah, and it just like happens, just like.
But right now, I would say what you know is like this lower resolution version, right? And that's where that's where we're at. Interesting. But then it's working out. It works out on the first gank at least. Right. So on this screenshot, what do you want to do? Even though we're late, you still have options.
Well, my Cassandra still has TP, so I don't need to bail him out. And mid, Jin's still on bot. There's no reason I would have to like hover mid. Victor's just gonna get his wave in and reset. So realistically, I should just like hover topside just in case, or maybe just.
You would hover topside right here?
I mean, I don't know. It's either just go ego for crab and just like make sure I don't die, and just it like kind of confirms Victor getting.
Okay, instead of ego, let's say we neutral crab. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Right, because ego is like we're gonna fight no matter what. So, it's like okay, fuck off. Like, it's not interesting.
Yeah.
That's also like not Vi's goal here. Right. Okay. Okay. So A, you like hover around top. B, scuttle. C, right to golems. Which one?
I mean, I should probably. Okay, from here I would just go for the scuttle because if Lee shows up, Camille's pretty low mana. I don't think she really wants to come. She kind of just wants to get her wave in and reset here, or look to just like. It's like, will it be bouncing back? I don't know. So I think Lee Sin just wants to go for scuttle, and I just want to go for scuttle, and whoever gets it kind of just gets it, and then I just need to play my clear again.
Yep, I totally agree. And then you clear down, and then what can Lee Sin do by the time you've cleared down? You'll be level maybe 5, and then we're bot lane. We're near dragon. Both of our lanes are pushing. What the fuck does Lee Sin do?
Yeah, he's kind of just fucked.
He has nothing to do on this turn but that scuttle crab. You win that scuttle crab. Yeah, that's like an attack that you kind of have to have on Vi. That's the MTG red aspect, where it's like if you don't attack that scuttle, L.
Yeah,
and then if Lee Sin does have an attack top and you don't counter it, L. But right here, top lane's fine, and his only option is that scuttle. So let's attack the scuttle, right?
Yeah.
Right. Let's not concede it. Let's get there.
I guess with Vi compared to other utility junglers, it's different because she just wins straight up 1v1 or like.
He has good chances.
Against, like, every champ, pretty easily. Okay, so here, I'll off for scuttle.
Wait till you play against tanks with lethal tempo. You will shit. This champion's really something. Why? Why not golems? Yeah, get real. It's Seraphine Sona.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But it might as well be Sona. L. Yeah. Dragon time is fucking cut by like a minute and 30 seconds. Why? Here, go back. Because I've done the same stupid shit. But you personally, why?
I think I don't know. I was to get the wave in killed, but then my Victor's like, no, I don't need help with the wave. And then after I see Lee Sin on bot, and I'm like, oh, let me go match Lee Sin randomly and take a scuttle from him that fucks up my like exact Drake timer that will like happen for the rest of the game.
Hold on.
So I kind of just like
1.
I mess up all my timers.
Yeah, 2. Contest Lee Sin on Scuttle. Can you contest Lee Sin on Scuttle? Does he have smite?
Well, if he went just base to Scuttle, Scuttle should be gone.
Right.
So there's no play on Scuttle.
There's no play on Scuttle.
Normal. And maybe he can play in on my blue, but he has 2 lanes with no prio, and my boss off reset.
Are you willing? So. Yeah, are you willing to give that blue?
Of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's so slow for him too. And then if that's his smite, he doesn't have smite for dragon.
Yeah, and it just starts. Yep.
Yeah, because yours is on 50 right now. You know. Okay. Oh, also, yeah, with pathing down to dragon too, if you can save the smite like on Vi, this is like where I've got like 50 games in. It's like you want to save smite right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's minor though.
It's like 40 seconds up. Because now I'm just wasting.
Right, it's like you don't have to crash the wave. You don't have to help Victor with this.
Mm-hmm.
Now go back, because like how do you end up there? Because that's
in this spot.
Yeah.
Okay, looking on it again, I mean, they'll never find a kill on Victor as well. They could put their whole combo into the sky if Lee Sin's here, and if, like, I don't know. I mean, this guy's flash as well.
Are you trying to kill Seraphine?
I think... No, I don't think I'm trying to kill Seraphine. I think I just wanted to get the wave in, but he could just let it slow back to him and play the TP and freeze it if he wants, or just, like, keep push and
exactly.
Just play on Drake, my top 2 camps.
Yeah, so what does this do to the Victor? Does it help or hurt him?
I'm just like taking XP from him for fun, and it's like hurting him because his jungler is going to be late after like doing because I still want to do my top camps.
Exactly, and it's like saying you're not good enough to play this lane too. That's like part of what it's doing.
Yeah.
And this is like in a specific where it's like everyone's looking to compensate their bad ally, and it's like fuck. Okay. Let them die. Let them do their own thing. It's their job, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's like a bigger thing on champs like Vi and Sejuani. Like, if I'm not just like clearing, like I should be playing every game on like a line of clearing twice and hitting Drake, and then like if there's like a bot play that I have to counter,
it's a good place to start
like that,
compared to the other ones because they can't force things, right?
Yeah. Then like if I have to counter a play, I have to counter it, and I'll be like a bit late to the Drake timer. But you know, if I'm countering a play, it should just work out. If I'm on Vi and Sej, so yeah, because here. I mean, I just clicked back and forth for 20 seconds.
Lee Sin didn't take Scuttle. Amazing.
Because that should never happen, right?
That shit is... And then it's like when you force to play like that, that's how it goes. The Victor dies like the second you move away. Isn't that something?
And I end up walking back to my top side, and I'm just like a minute late.
You are like 2 minutes late. This shit is like... Right, so... L. If you're up to the golems and then clearing down, like... What can the enemy do against it, though? Can they do anything?
Yeah, there's no play on the map. Lee Sin can't, like, there's no lanes he can actually gank. My Victor's going to reset. My bot's already off reset. My Cassante can't get dove. So if I just hit my camps and clear down and then play with my push and my better resets and then hit Drake, we just win the game.
Right.
And it's Mountain Drake as well, so I should be playing.
So if you go back, the goal whenever you're moving towards Seraphine is to, like, either get a kill or, like, punish. Not even punish, just, like, force a mistake. But that's going against, like, what everything was set up for prior.
Yeah, everything we're trying to play for. Yeah.
Because the goal is the dragon, right?
I don't even have flash here, so there's not even like I can play Q flash. So yeah, because I should be on my Krugs like in like 5 seconds, and then I just play my top 2 camps, and I either play through mid straight to Drake or just like play through my camps to bots. And
right, you've played Karthus and Evelyn too, so you know what it means to like skip these camps for nothing, and then like nothing works out.
Yeah.
So it's just like that, just on a slower champion.
Yeah, I think that's like a weird like instinctive like I don't know error I have between playing in solo queue and playing competitive, since I've been starting to like play more so either like facilitation type champs than like full clear. Is like when I go back to full clear or when I play this, I'll be too scared to play on camps when there's no play. or on a full clear, I'll be too scared to hit camps when there's or like vice versa, right? But I don't know.
So
I
which
think I
one
just
should
need
you
more
do?
game. I mean, if there's no play, obviously, I just need to hit my camps. But I need to be. I think I could also like when I'm walking at a base, because here I think I was like, I'm like not looking at my lane states here. I could just be looking and just like knowing, because that's like 10 seconds wasted of me there. I like finally panned to a lane, and it was like 10 seconds of walking at a base. So I think I could just like, and then like even still here, now I finally decide, okay, I'm going for crab, right? So even though I'm walking there, there was just 10 seconds of nothingness that I could have decided the next like minute and a half of the game on.
You can't decide it, but you get the info
Or
by
yeah,
looking,
yeah, I
and that will make the decision for you. None of this has to be forced.
yeah, I think that's like a big thing. I'm kind of just like autopiloting on my bases instead of actually like taking the time while I'm just walking to like look, or even while I'm recalling.
And then why is
But
that a mistake?
because I'm just like I'm just like staring at my character for like 20 seconds instead of looking at lanes and like gathering information on
You,
what I can like do
yeah.
next.
Do you not look at the minimap as you're moving
I
out of base?
yeah, I do, but obviously like just like looking at like top here or something, there's a big difference between that and like the actual picture of how many minions there are, how like where the wave is.
Okay, so go back to where you're in base. Okay, and then yeah,
yeah,
go forward like 5 seconds. Okay, and then if you look at the mini map, it's like, do you need to F key to anything?
I mean, the only thing I'd really want to see is if top wave is frozen or if it's slow pushing back, because my Victor just wants to reset here. Or I need to see if mid wave is freezing or not, because my Victor is like 200 mana or 150 mana with cookie, and mid wave could be frozen and top wave could be frozen or slow pushing.
You
And I
can't
think
help mid wave though, even if it's frozen. You're Vi.
yeah, I guess I mean my Victor would just play to just reset and TP and just fix it himself.
Exactly.
They'll never die, but
So you want to see top wave, and you end up seeing top wave.
I could do it like 5 seconds earlier, or like 10 seconds
It's
earlier.
a ball scratching debuff, but you did see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I don't see like any major mistake.
Yes.
The major mistake is not snapping back to those golems, because it comes back to like Karthus Evelyn, where you have resolve, or like you uphold your own role. And your role as Vi here is to farm down and then be on the bot side to either fight for dragon, counter gank Lee Sin, something. And if you give up that opportunity, like you fucked everything. And yeah.
It's just like trolling for no reason. Like the game is like
it's being aimed at the wrong thing. You're aiming at like fixing a mistake by Victor that may or may not happen, so you're playing on chances. Maybe playing to like attack the Seraphine, which isn't necessary or possible. You don't have flash.
Yep.
So you have to like have the goal in mind, or at least this is how you make things easier. You have the goal in mind and then stick to it.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like just like an issue with just myself and my gameplay on other champs, or champs I played more, or just like if I just haven't played enough games in the champ.
It's not that you're bad or you're unintelligent or any of that. It's just you're inexperienced on the champions.
Okay. Let's skip ahead a bit. And they make play on mid. This play isn't real. I shouldn't even walk.
If you watch the like Eastern Sejuanis and stuff like that, like the true tanks, especially the old ones, like the old ass players, like what's his name in LPL, Karsa. If you watch him, players like that where they'll play these tanks, they uphold these rules of these champions like aggressively, and that's what makes it cool. Is like your allies feeding, sucks for him, he sucks. But you have to stick to like what your champion's doing, or you fuck everything else. You create non-sequences.
Yeah.
Off chances, and that's like the pinnacle of like NA's mistake. And you don't want to be that, especially around fucking Crucible.
Yeah. Okay, because now I'm like a minute off, and I'm hitting like a different camp that because I should just be level 5, and I should be either killing their Varus on bot wave now, like right now with my Karma, with Flash, because I mean, if Karma just flash W's Varus, he's dead, we get the wave in, we get Drake, and then we have first move for like them playing on mid before like Herald and stuff.
Okay.
But now I just fucked the timer. Because I'm like a minute late. Because I want to hit these camps, but the wave is like so perfect bot for like a gang. You see, listen.
Yeah, this is the awesome part about Vi. You fuck things up and you just watch it like burn and you can't do anything about it. Unless you double dip. Alrighty, does it pay off? Big smite. Okay. Okie doke. And then I think reset right there. After bot wave, I think reset. Because if you go back to your camps, it's still slow. This is where I've got with a lot of games on Vi too. It's like play, and then like share a wave, and then reset rather than walking back to the camps.
Because I mean, my Krugs are now like level 2 or level like 4 for 3 or 4 for the rest of the game, and my red's already respawning while my blue's still level 1.
Right, and Vi, even if her camps are like higher XP than her, she has the percentage HP damage, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all totally fine, which is so weird. I think that's why that reset like off the play works so well. Nice.
Thank God that guy just ran on.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Enemy team is worse than us. Let's go.
Good hustle out there. Oh my God, we get a double CDR. We just signed a deal. We're on. Alrighty, what are you thinking? Pause.
Yeah, let me go back a bit to inbase. So,
what's the goal?
Gonna have. So, just looking at the map right now. I want to play on this Herald. My mid will have push. My top should have push as well. And my bot is about to crash this wave and then remove. So, Herald should just be full winning. I just need my red buff and I need level 6. So right now, I kind of just want to tell my laners to like, go fuck yourselves for the next 30 seconds. I'm hitting this red buff and we will just win the game after.
Okay.
At least, yeah, in my opinion.
Is that an issue for Victor?
It shouldn't be because he still has flash after the mid play as well, even if they look on him. But I think if they're blowing stuff on mid before Herald, they're more trolling. But
is this okay for Cassante?
Yes, because he has a better base than Camille still.
Cassante's getting pushed in.
And yeah, that's the only thing. I don't know. I think it should be fine. He doesn't really... I mean, he'll just one-shot the wave, I think, and then just come down. Even though he's later than Camille, still should be fine.
Okay. And then even your bot lane comes. I don't like that. If they get that Rift Herald, like, I don't... You know, if they rotate their bot lane, it's, like, totally fine. With your team comp and shit.
Well, okay, this is something that I don't really know well enough to make like a really good decision on. Like if we see enemy Jhin mid and their Varus just picked up the bot wave and he's probably gonna roam up. At this point, do we just like sack and just play for like 3 plates on bot?
What? No, your bot lane's already moved. I'm saying if your bot lane stays bot, then it's better.
Yeah. I guess we don't see Jhin yet, so it's still fine, yeah. So I just hit this red. I don't get to hit any of my other camps, but I just want to play here. They have no flashes still.
Okay.
I think the fight's like a bit weird because I think we want Cassante in front of us, and then we just play to block the like Varus ult and dodge Seraphine, and then we just win.
So go back and then slow it down some. Okay. And then like
because I think I calmed as well. Like we need Cassante to link up with us, but
he can't.
He wanted to play on flank, but. Yeah, I guess Camille could just...
He's too far away right now.
You could try and walk around through try since we see 4 on the map. Or, well, here we see 4 on the map.
Okay, and then pause. What are you playing for right here?
We should be playing up to when they walk through this choke point, I think.
Right, but you back up.
Yeah.
You're the front line, right?
Yeah. That's another thing I have that is like pretty like I can see it just like even in the games is like I get too scared of either dying for my team or taking damage. Or just like being in front of people. Because I did it in my Sejuani games as well. I'll just find myself like hovering back behind my team sometimes and I'm like, wait, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I call that like wide movement. Like too far forward, too far back.
Because there's no world these guys are allowed to even though Camille's first, like
so what should you do?
These guys will just get one shot. I mean, we should be...
If you're too far forward, you're dead here. And if you're too far back, it's useless. So where should you be?
We should just try and hover in the middle and play with like Victor W and Kate traps, because maybe someone will just walk into the bush and get hit by one.
Right. And then Vi doesn't have any neutral tools, but she has the threat of her ulti. So
yeah, so I think the second that they make it through the choke point, the fight gets harder, and they just should never. Because especially, I mean, we have Mantra Q as well, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so we're walking through. And we're this bush. I mean, we see Camilla as well.
you back
I
up.
don't know. I don't know why.
You hold your ground, your Caitlyn and Karma can play more forward.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe it's because they were as 4 and my Victor was a tiny bit late, but still, it's just not a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
So here, pause. If you hold neutral, and then they shoot an ability, like Seraphine ulti, Varus ulti, Lee Sin Q, Jin W, you still have Q to get away.
Yeah.
And that's very nice for Vi, and then it's on a pretty low cooldown at this point.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to do. It's like we have to play a stoic neutral here, like fucking facing death itself. Like it could happen.
And just fucking stand there and just like, just don't let them through. Because if they walk around, then maybe I can have faster look, and then our Cassante links up, and then we should just be better. Because like it's so hard for them to walk through this choke point and this choke point versus Caitlyn, Karma, Victor.
Right. It opens up all these options, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then the second they make it to like the river, then that's when it's hard.
And then whenever you're too far back, you then have to move forward. And if you're moving forward, you're moving into their abilities. And if we're moving into their abilities, so is our backline. And then it's fucked. So that's why this one's so hard for you guys.
And now my Cassante gets looked on.
Good luck.
I got my combo, and then it's just hard. Because I think, I don't know. Maybe he could have like walked around better, but I mean, also we just let them through for fun. So because we should have been first to them as well. Because if we just like walk up into the river, they can't just walk through here. So we should just like one shot these two and just win the fight. But I'm just walking bad for fun.
Right. So.
Yeah. No.
And the fight's fucked. GG.
Yeah.
Not GG, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it feels bad. It feels bad. And then our Cassante STP, so we wanted to try and play slow and still play for it since they used what's it called? They used Varus ult, they used Seraphine ult, they used Camille ult. We just needed to wait. I tried to plan on it, I get cancelled. And then I just try and disrupt so my team can play it. Because I think the second I Q in, I'll just die anyway. Yeah. Maybe I could have like tried to step back and play 1-for-1 on top of my like K-traps and stuff. But I think if I go on Camille, maybe she can die.
Should you guys contest the Rift Herald?
I think we only want to contest if they're doing it slow and Cassante can TP. Otherwise, probably just try and play on our waves first since they're going to try and get it. I mean, this is just a full 50-50 smite, right? So realistically, we should just play to give once Cassante dies. But they don't have ults, so I don't know. I think it's just like a full flip, which it ends up being.
I don't think it's a flip that's in your guys' interest. Because Kaylin and Victor have pretty low damage until things get started. And the entire enemy team is full HP.
Yeah.
So what are you flipping? It's like flipping the objective, and the Rift Herald itself isn't that important.
Yeah. I mean.
So what else is is there to do?
I can just go hit my camps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the faster we clear those camps, the faster we're down to bot side. Like, this play sucked or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if we have ulti as the enemy is coming back to lane, at least we have a play.
Why is this stream freaking out? Yeah. Because here now, for the past like 4 minutes of the game, I've just like fucked the game on the timers I should have been on. We just like luckily got a Drake. I choose to play on bot side here, but I think this is just a full clear timer.
Yeah, we took an L, and then you have to do a L full clear, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But then you have a reset into Dragon right now. Dragon's in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I have no flash and no ult, so I think I just walked back to top side, just full clear down instead.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I don't think there should be a play on bot. It's like it's more so up to them to start plays on bot since they have pick now at 6, like pretty easily on my bot lane. and I have to be there to counter. But they just used all their ults on the Herald fight, so I have a timing to full clear. So I think me walking bot side is just not good, because then they can
why do you
also
do
like
it?
this. I don't know. I want to see why I do it actually. Maybe it was literally just autopilot, just because I just fucking like died. Is it because I didn't even look on the wave bot to see if it was good. I just see a bunch of minions stacked up, but oh.
I mean, that tells you that it's pushing towards them.
Yeah. I mean, this is just shit then. I guess it's just... Yeah, I don't even know what it is actually. But... To these scams. And I guess it's slow pushing, so I want to match, but even if I needed to be on the wave, if I just do my 2 top camps and just walk down, I'd still be on the same timer. But my top camps are just off the map now. So yeah, it's bad. So I think... I don't know. I think I hover too much when I don't have ult or like flash on like Vi and Sejuani.
Why do you
On,
think
like,
you do that?
like,
How do you end up there?
It's either being overly scared that my teammates will die, or I just don't have a complete like understanding of how my champs can actually like play, like, I don't know, like engage or like play like
I think that the fear part like reflects in the gameplay. Like that makes sense to me. But
yeah.
So playing against the fear part, has it ever worked out?
What do you mean?
Where you're here preemptively, or a play that doesn't actually exist, to counter cheese effectively.
Yeah.
Like when has that worked out ever?
Yeah, I mean,
like for me, it hasn't.
Yeah.
The enemy can make a stupid mistake like 1 out of 10 games, but it's not important to be there.
Yeah.
Because you would have killed them on normal turns anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my ult is up in like 10 seconds, but still, I mean, if Lee wants to look, it should just be like he doesn't even want to look. He just wants to hit camps as well.
And then what do you give up by playing like this?
Like 200 gold and a level 8. And I also have my cleaver reset as well. So
right. So pause. Like what does that do?
If
you don't have the gold, you don't have the XP, you don't have the proper reset.
Well, okay, I have the reset for cleaver, but
the proper reset. I mean, like on the timings and where you should be.
Yeah,
where you will be where you should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's me hovering in like here and like earlier is just still delaying all of my timers for like the rest of the game as well.
So it puts you in the wrong spot. And then what else?
I'm in like the wrong spot at the wrong time.
We're skipping camps, so
yeah, skipping camps. I'm getting less gold, less experience.
Less gold, less experience. Wrong spot. What else?
Taking experience from my laners as well. If I.
Oh my god! Right, we're taking from our laners, and then one more thing. All that combined makes us.
I don't know.
Weaker.
Like
weaker than we should be.
Myself.
And it's just like half a level. If we're level 8, item completed, you're solid on Vi. You don't get over leveled like Karthus Evelyn. You get to a certain point that is overt. That's the MTG red, where you have the early aggression. You have like the resources to be stronger. We're getting the same things early. You spend them, and then if the play is successful, then like you get multiplicative like results for it. And then if it's not, it's somewhat neutral until there's too many combined. But if you play like this, it's like misspending your aggro. You're attacking the wrong things at the wrong time, and then you simply lose, and you keep losing in that case on red.
Yeah.
So you have to attack at the right time, and if you attack at the wrong time, you continue to lose forever.
That makes sense.
So you have to find what you want to attack. And in this case, if we go all the way back to Seraphine, you attacked the wrong thing. And everything's fucked.
Like 6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's fucked. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is not real. And then I spend even longer waiting here, I'm pretty sure. If I go for a bot play that doesn't exist, then my Victor has to flash because of it. And I'm still on bot.
Let's look at another game. Let's look at the early game.
Sorry?
Let's look at the early game of another one and then see if we can we can find the same thing.
Okay, let's go to
Use the bathroom real quick.
Let's go to the set game. Sure, I'll go fill my water. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'll take this.
Okey-doke. You know, I had this thought too, where it's like with these MTG Red champs, they play themselves. They're on rails, and there's no abridge to the rails. The abridge is if the enemy makes a mistake, then you can punish it. But until they make a mistake and they show you the mistake, it's not you show up preemptively. You're not Rek'Sai in that aspect.
Yeah,
exactly. God, have you played Hearthstone before?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
recently.
I played Hearthstone, not I think like less than it was before the what was the
Lich King was the last one. Denathrius, Jesus Christ!
I played before that. What was that? Hearthstone. What was it called? What's the WoW raid? I don't remember it. Castle Nathria.
I remember using the card. Oh, Castle. Jesus, that one's old too.
Yeah.
Murder. Oh, that's the expansion I played on, actually.
Yeah. This was when did this come out? This came out like in August or something, and last time I played was before that.
Before this? Fuck! I played in this meta, mostly.
Oh, I see.
And
because I know this meta was
Lich.
mostly just like, I knew this meta was like, because of Renethal, I know it was just like, it like hard counters like Zoo and stuff, and you just play hard for late game and scale.
Yeah.
But I haven't played. I played Magic in like grade 10. I played like Commanders at like lunch with one of my friends, and that's like all I.
Okay. But, do you know Aggro Druid?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's kind of similar to Zoo too. But with Aggro Druid specifically now, because Zoo trades with the board, right? Aggro Druid mostly. This version of Aggro Druid that plays now, it's like you put minions on the board. If the enemy doesn't remove them, then they start losing because you buff the minions, and then they can't remove them, and then you hit them in the face.
Yeah.
And then the mistake is if the enemy didn't remove them, if the enemy misspent like how they put minions on the board, if they attack your face, if they do the wrong things, then you're winning. But the sequences at which you drop these cards on each turn doesn't change. And Vi is so similar, where it's like turn 1 this, like of course this is the best card for me to play. Does the enemy have it? Yes or no? It's not up to me, it's up to the enemy. And if they don't have it, they don't have it. But so like whenever we do the wrong moves on a champion like Vi, it's like we played the wrong fucking card turn 1. Why did we play like buff the minions turn 1 instead of playing a minion? I have no minions on the board.
So it's kind of like,
or we play the shitty minion. We play the wrong one. We coin out a 2-cost. Why?
Yeah, I guess it's like, I don't know. It's like playing Patches Rogue and just not playing a pirate on turn 1 or something.
Oh, I have no clue. Yeah, I have no clue.
You haven't played back in Hearthstone? Okay, that's fine.
Nope.
But yeah, I get it.
Or like you trade into their board or something instead of hitting their face when we're in aggro deck. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
God, you got it. Fuck if you could play Aggro Druid a little bit. Once you have some free time, I could coach you in that, and it's not even that serious. And like, fuck, I got so much out of playing Aggro Druid in the off season.
I really I enjoyed playing Hearthstone like a lot when I used to play, because I played from like release when I was like, I don't even know how old I was. I was like pre 10 years old.
When I was 8.
Yeah, no, unironically. Wait, when did Hearthstone come out?
Oh
I only started playing it at 8. That was 9 years ago. So yeah, I was like 9 or like 10. I don't know, but yeah, I kind of like went in and out and playing Hearthstone. I really enjoyed the game. The reason I didn't play more is because it started getting pay to win, and I didn't want to fucking pay to get a million packs to like make decks just so I could play them. And that's pretty much it. but I don't know. I've heard Magic is different. Like,
Yeah, you pay way more.
yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so let me go to this 20 game draft. Oh yeah, and about like the just like randomly ulting in like the other game, it's mostly just like play solo, like to spam like 50 solo queue games of Vi and just play to hold ult until I see a better angle. Pretty much just like play.
No, you don't restrict yourself. You do the battle, and you'll figure out it's a battle.
Figure it out. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, never ever, ever. That's not how it works. You know, I can tell you that's not how it works. Whenever you find yourself doing that, stop doing it.
Okay.
You just play.
Also, I saw you were going PTA on Vi instead. Is it just because of the percentage?
How I actually kill people? Like, it's whenever like there's single target damage when there's no tanks on the enemy team, so I can't run lethal. I don't know what the fuck Conqueror's for, I'll be honest. I played a bunch of... I don't know what the fuck it's for. It's never done anything for me, so I just start running PTA.
Does like the PTA like percentage once it procs like apply for your team as well, or is it just you?
Of course.
Like extra damage.
So
okay,
it's like,
well that's better.
Yeah, then your whole dynamic Q auto E moving, and it's like your team's hitting them, not me. I have a fucking Radiant Virtue, I don't care. I've applied Black Cleaver and I've procced PTA, and then your next rotation of Q is like when you would start applying it, but yeah.
Okay. So
particularly, I played into a Rengar and he got away with like 80 HP, and I played it perfectly, and I was like, "Fuck Conqueror, man! This useless ass rune, never done shit for me."
Did I play? Jeez, guys, my solo queue account's so cursed, man.
And you know, good Conqueror like on a fucking Kindred, on like Udyr, like this Conqueror on Vi reeks. I don't know what it's for. It's for like a mid game that doesn't exist.
Like PTA in this game felt like a lot better. These are like all like more like squishy, like less fighting.
You gotta try Gargoyles third too. That's my go-to.
Yeah, that item's pretty good. Yeah, I actually didn't know what to really go third item. I just started going Thornmail.
Right, Vi's weird. I think it's a durability item third, and then a damage item fourth if you want it.
And then I mean in comp, it's just like get these two items, buy stopwatches, and then just buy resistances.
Call it a day. Get a Knight's Vow. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Pick up a Kindle Gem and take out a loan.
It's lit.
Get some shit.
Pray to God that I can get enough gold for any item in the game. Okay, so this game, H1 obviously still kind of a close dynamic to playing Vi, in my opinion. Both have a super fucking strong damage early for absolutely no reason. Both can one-shot Drakes, but this game I'm playing with no mid prio and no bot prio. And no top
Syndra
prio.
Doesn't have prio against Lux.
I'm pretty sure because she outranges, Lux just gets prio with her E.
That's bullshit, I bet, but whatever. Whatever, man.
My mid laner said in this game, "Oh, enemy mid lane is not good, I will get prio." And then, I don't know, I'm pretty sure she ended up not having prio by third wave.
This matchup classically, well, First Strike I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm biased, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure you summon Aerie and, like, Lux ease the wave and you outplay her. Because, like, if you play neutral, then, like, it's so hard for Lux to play, and then you have to outplay her as Syndra. That's always... Whatever, man. Alrighty. We're looking at Sejuani. I'm gonna fucking tilt.
Oh, yeah, what I'm seeing is I have 3 lanes without prio. I have to, like, if they want to play on my red, I just have to kind of give it. I just have to try and play to farm for 6 and then play to like counter or be on like lanes for dives, or maybe have like looks on mid with Waltz, just one-shot her. There's probably not going to be a Herald fight because their bot can just always move first whenever they want, unless we get their flashes and make it so their lane is hard. But with Vi pathing bot, every 3v3 should just be losing. So
what do you guys have over them?
Our team fighting will be better if we make it through our laning phases, and our level 6s are better than them on like mid jungle.
Okay. What does jungle and support do here on your team?
I need to try and get Blitz to have resets and just walk mid and just
not macro wise, micro wise.
Oh.
What can the champions do?
Well, what can the champs do?
Yeah.
I mean, we can.
They have squishy champions.
Our main thing is just to play for a hook and just one-shot them. Even just as us two, we can just 100-0 someone if he hits a hook or if I hit melt.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like you guys can get picks so easily
So
with
yeah,
Blitzcrank. The
I
thing
think
is like, how do you do that? Because we're gonna have to like get into the river.
yeah.
So I'm thinking it's like you move into the river, try to get control over that, and then say like invite the enemy in.
Mhm.
You set that up for like the Blitzcrank and then maybe the Syndra, and then that gives you something to do. 'Cause I don't see any attacks early. I see like the enemy
Yeah.
makes a mistake and then you punish them.
Mhm. I think it's like harder to do on like first and second clear because I think the game can be very easily broken out if I get to level 6, like
Yeah.
super easily. But realistically, this game we have to give Drake and give Herald. Maybe not give Herald. If we hit 6 on time, then our top 3 is better. But their bot should just have perma move if they play lane correctly.
Okay, doke. Let's see it.
Shit. Stupid. Come on. Okay. We play for like an invade. There's nothing. It's fine. I'm just staring down. We see Vi go red to blue for absolutely no reason.
What the fuck?
So, I mean, I could play on both of her top camps if I wanted after these, but I think it just doesn't matter because I'm on Sejuani. Like,
It
if I'm
puts
on
you
any
top
other team,
side. Do you have a gank mid or top afterwards?
I shouldn't. I don't have a gank mid because she did ended up getting pushed, and then top as well. I mean, they're just both gonna be fully
Right, and then
speed
if you
traded.
do that, Viking vertical and then try to dive
Yeah,
your
then
bot
the game
lane.
is fucked. Yeah, so I just need to play on my bot. The bot
Exactly.
played to crash too, so because here I have 2 options. I can do my after finishing my wolves, or a few options. I can either play on their top side, which we said it just won't be good. I could go straight to my red and play to take my red, so she gets like my Raptors, which is a camp that just has less, I don't know, less to give to a Vi, and like take away from me. Or I can just play Raptors, get my red, and go to Krugs. So
I'm
their
thinking
bot got
Raptors Krugs if they want to invade red. Okay.
because they got crashed on 2, I can't walk to my red buff. It'll just be gone if they want it. So I just have
Yeah.
to go Raptors to Krugs. Because if they crash on 3, different story. I can take my red, and then yeah. See them back on bots, but they're still just playing hard for push, so it's still a bit hard to go to my red. So
Surely
just
the
end
clear
up
can be
walking.
faster. Surely you messed up something on the Raptors.
Maybe let's see.
W, auto, auto, E, auto. No
I don't think
moving. Auto, 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 and then W. That doesn't kill the small ones? Fuck. We'll be
that's
kiting, like pulling the small ones.
yeah. I could be like a few seconds ahead.
Yeah.
But I was kind of just FKing to my lanes, I guess, and just yeah. Okay, and then I just have
That's
my
like the worry,
Krugs.
the schizo. There's no reason.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Canyon play?
Yes.
He's a world
I think
champion and just looks like he's in a comatose clearing. It's beast. And it's like things are so much easier for him when it comes time to play.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
here, pause. I think the thing for you right now is just like let go of this fear, let go of like the restrictions, because that's what's like strangling you.
stop being scared to let the laners play.
And then it becomes uh like a self-sabotage sort of thing. Not actively, but it's like that's where it ends up. And I've done this
Like
shit a million times too, and it just
I like get scared and then I slow my pacing down, which in turn, if I'm not level 6 on like Herald timer in like an average game, then I slow down my like team's pacing as well because if I'm not 6, they'll have to wait. We won't have better timers for like Herald or like Drake. Yeah.
and if all this shit is out of your control too,
I mean, I have
shouldn't
like
you just
3
play
2
in your
lanes
own
on fire.
interest?
Yes.
More so play in your champion's own interest, because if you play against it, you're playing against yourself. And that's where things are going to feel weird.
Yeah. So here, my mid dies, sadly. Man, just a bad death.
Well, here, we're an hour in, and I think that's just the main thing. Like, that's where I'd like to stop.
Yeah, I have a few pretty good notes here. Let's see. just play more like red type champs in solo queue. Like, probably not Sejuani. I'd probably just spam Vi to be honest, and maybe, yeah, I just want to play a lot of Vi at least.
Sejuani's a blessing for the for the teammates.
Yeah, Sejuani. I like playing Vi in solo queue a lot more than I don't think I have like a single solo queue game of Sedge in yeah, just
No
in solo
one
queue.
does.
But Yeah, but Sejuani is like probably my most played in competitive.
Could
Even
have
though,
locked in Maokai, you locked in Sejuani. That's awesome.
do you still think Maokai's, or well, we banned Maokai this game, but do you think Maokai's still like okay and like competitive even after the nerfs like to his clear?
Oh yeah,
I
in
guess
competitive, it's totally fine. In solo queues,
he
a
still
little
just,
nerfed.
yeah, I guess he still just does the same things. The only scary thing is that like it gives the enemy the option to pick Silas, which Silas in amateur is just so OP because
Oh
that
well.
champ is so reloaded. But yeah, okay. I have
So when it comes to the constriction part, what's the deal?
what do you mean?
How do you move past that?
I think
If one's
I don't know.
holding themselves back, right? What
I
is there
think
to
it's
do?
I don't know. I could like I could like just like chalk it down to like me being nervous in these games, but that's kind of just like I don't know. It's kind of a shitty excuse. I
That's
think I
not what
kind of
I'm
just like
asking. I'm asking how does one who's holding themselves back,
Mhm.
what should they do to stop doing that?
I mean, other than just simply don't do it lol, I don't really know.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Stop doing
Uh
it.
yeah. Simply just stop.
And that's easy.
Just let laners die and play for the things I want to play for. If they die, then that's on them, pretty much.
Yep. And you've played Hearthstone. It's so much easier for me to do that. That's aligned with this same sort of thing when I was playing Hearthstone like more
Mhm.
actively. Like it's like I have to play what my deck needs to do, and if I
Mhm.
don't, it
If you
doesn't
don't, you
make any
lose.
fucking sense. If I'm trying to
Yeah.
counter what the enemy's doing preemptively through fucking notions without having like actualities, not reacting, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The premonition
It's
and shit is like kind of bullshit until
yeah.
there's like experience behind it. If it's just thoughts and like ideas and fear, it's fucked. It's stupid. Just go
Yeah.
for it. And like
Yeah.
if you don't
At
have it, you
least
don't
if you
have
gotta.
it. But you can't get it by thinking about it. You have to get it through experience.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. So I have a few things.
Like whenever I was first learning aggro druid in Hearthstone, like during the off season, I was petrified of like what I was gonna play against these different classes. And it never helped because I don't know what the other classes do, you know? I don't know I don't know what any of the fucking cards do.
Mhm.
I barely know what my deck does. And it's like, how did I get through that? I spammed games like you wouldn't fucking believe. And what's nice about Hearthstone, there's no queue times, nothing. And then I'm just playing. There's no thoughts. There's nothing. It's just I'm gaining the experience. And then once I have the experience of what the removal, and it's taking L's like you wouldn't fucking believe either. Because what else is there to do? So it's like I learned the removals of this deck. Like Warlock has a kill 3 or deal 3 with 1 mana. Like they have this, they have deal 2 to all with this mana, and then I can start playing. But until you take the L, you can't fucking understand it, right? Until you have the experience. Like
Yeah,
right.
you can into it.
So get the experience.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Queue up, buddy. Alrighty,
I'll
good
just
talking to you.
spam a million games. Yeah, thank you for this.
You owe
by
me
the way.
$700,000, okay?
Dude, no, okay, I'll get Crucial to put it on the fucking tab. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know how much he owes me?
How much? Let's see.
I've never even kept track, but he'll get me one day.
Fucking
He's
lot.
autistic. He'll make $1 million randomly.
I'm sure of it.
He'll pull an LS. You know how it goes.
What a goat. What a goat. All right. Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yep. Good luck.
Okay. Peace out. Peace out.
Bye bye.